All right, I'm going to quickly go over the Wheeltop, olives, barbs, hydraulic hoses, and the different systems and what to expect. If you buy a TX caliper or the system, it's going to come with a line pre-installed on it, pre-bled. That is a 5 outside diameter and a 2.1 inside diameter hose. That corresponds to BH90, not BH59. Now, if you go on their website, it's going to tell you to use a BH40-BH9061 66 degree. I honestly don't know what the fuck that is, but it's BH90. Now, if you go to their gravel set, they're going to say use a BH59, which is what I did, and it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Because BH90 line is not compatible with BH59 olives and barbs. I'm going to show you. Here is a barb that they provide you. This is the SRAM one. Which is the same diameter as a BH90. It fits in this BH90 hose, as you see, and the olive, whichever olive you use, slides over it, as does your cap. Now, I'm going to show you what happens when you stick a BH59 barb in a BH90 hose like they tell you to do as a replacement. This is literally listed on their website in the gravel set. This is the hose right off of it, right off of a Wheeltop caliper. Here's what happens. This is a BH59 olive and barb. It won't work. Here's a BH59 hose and a BH59 olive and barb. Watch. See, when they're designed to work together, they work together. Here is a BH90 hose and a BH90 Shimano olive and barb. Ready for this? It works. Well, oh wait, that's the crushed one. It works. See that? It slides. The cap slides. But when you do what Wheeltop says and use the replacement olive and barb BH59, it doesn't work. And then you go to the TX page and it says to use a BH40-BH9061 66 degree. Like, what the fuck is that? So the problem, Wheeltop, is you started off with this system with a BH90 hose and this SRAM olive and barb with this O-ring in the caliper only. And yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. And then when people started not being able to find these or identify these, and you wouldn't provide them, you told everybody to use a BH59, which isn't compatible with the hose you provide. It's a BH90. You don't even know what's compatible with the shit you produce. You still don't, because I just did a gravel set and had the same problem. I had the calipers and the lines pre-bled, and I went to install them on a bike that was already using a TX system. And I did not have these because all I needed was the calipers, and that's all I ordered. So I didn't get this kit. So I went on your website and bought a BH59, like you said. I stuck that BH59 barb in your hose, and oh, it wouldn't work. I had to buy all new brake line because it was already cut to length. And guess what? I bought BH59 to match the olives and barbs. Guess what happens when you use an actual BH59 olive and barb with the right hose? Look, I'm going to show you. BH59 barb in a BH90 hose, BH90 barb in a BH90 hose, SRAM barb in a BH90 hose. Are we seeing a similarity here between these two? Hell, the Shimano's even a little bigger. And then here's BH59. See the difference? That's why they're not compatible. This is why there's a lot of confusion. Wheeltop literally has one thing on their site that says, use this. And you go look up BH40 and there's no such thing. You look at BH5961 and there's no such thing. And everybody's like, well, I don't know if a BH90 is a BH9061 66 degree or not. So you go over to the gravel set and it says use a BH59, which is wrong. So nobody knows what to use because Wheeltop's used like 3 different fucking things, not told anybody what they switched when they switched it, and they're still providing you a SRAM olive and barb for their initial system. You want to know why it's confusing, Wheeltop? This is why it's confusing. You don't even know that you're using a BH90 hose. You're recommending people buy a BH59 olive and barb. What the fuck? Seriously?